what I've come to realize is that the cliche saying of comparison is the thief of all joy, to a certain degree, it is true. The reason why it's true is because when you compare yourself to other people, you tend to forget all the progress you've been able to put in on yourself and all the work you've been able to put on yourself in order for you to get to a certain level and become a certain person. And honestly, I can attest to this. Like there are points in time where it's like I would like not necessarily shit on the shit that I was doing, but like I just like had this thought of like I'm supposed to be doing this, like this is normal. But throughout the course of that, like I just didn't get to enjoy the fruits of, I wouldn't say necessarily enjoy the fruits of my labor because I definitely did, but I just didn't take a moment to reflect on how far I've come throughout this journey. And for those of you guys that are listening to this, like genuinely cherish the moments when you have some sort of achievement or you're proud of doing something. Like don't take those moments for granted. And it's okay to believe that you know you're supposed to be doing this. You know you're meant to do more, have more, be more, do more. But also throughout the journey, be grateful for how far you've been able to come, all the people you met, all the opportunities you've been able to endure, all of the even the downs, even the ups and the downs, the lefts and the rights. Cherish all of those moments because at the end of the day, all those moments build character, and those and you building your character is what allows you to withstand all the upcoming blessings that you have coming your way. And it gets to a point where if you continue to compare yourself, you'll never be happy at all. You'll never be proud of yourself because you're so focused on what other people are doing and what they got going on. You don't even know their story. You don't know what they're facing or what they're dealing with at home or in their personal life or even how they became who they are today. Like you just have to take a step back and reflect and be like, let me just focus on me. Because at the end of the day, I'm the only person that's gonna really give a fuck about me. Now you may have family, you may have friends that give a fuck about you, but they're not with you every day. I mean, your parents may be with you every day, but you don't live with your. Let me put it like this: you live with yourself all the time. Whether you're talking to your parents or not talking to your parents, you're always living with you. And if you don't have a great relationship with yourself, then comparing yourself to everyone else will just lead down a path of misery and you'll be so unfulfilled because you'll feel like, why am I even doing this to begin with? Because you see somebody else doing better than you, or you think that their level is so far of a reach that you can't even get it. But on the flip side, I think comparison is a good thing. I don't think you should dwell on it too much, but I also think that you should use it as inspiration. Like if you see like, oh, like that's actually possible. Oh, I can do that. If you kind of flip the perspective and flip the script and use it to make you a better person, then by all means you should do it. But if you're using it in a derogatory sense where it's just pulling you down, don't do that. But if you're using it in a way that's gonna make you better and push you to the extremities that you know you're capable of, then all for it. Go for it. Like there's been times where I've been in proximity to guys that are eight figure people, seven figure, eight figure people, and it's like number one, they're normal people, but two, like I can't compare my chapter 10 to their chapter 50. And sure I know I'm gonna be there. I know I will be there, but it gets to a point where you just have to understand where you are and just be able to learn from those people and don't look at it in a way like, oh, he did this at 23, I should be doing it at 23. Not necessarily, because maybe he could have got put in a certain circumstance or opportunity that allowed him to be where he is today. You know, you don't understand everyone's story. Don't understand everyone's glory until you know their story. And when you understand like a lot of this shit is for what it is, you get to a point where it's like, why am I draining myself so much and trying to downplay what I've been able to accomplish over X amount of years or X amount of months or X amount of days. Like if you're somebody that, let's say you're overweight, for example, and you know you want to lose weight, but you see everyone in the gym that's ripped up, six pack, whoop de whoop de whoop. The fact that you're comparing someone else's chapter 30 to your chapter 5 is already fucked up in a sense. But you could use that as inspiration, like, hey, I know I'm gonna be there one day. Oh, I know I'm gonna look like that one day. Cool. But if you're just using like, damn, like I wish I could be like them, da 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 da, it's gonna be a process, it's gonna be a journey. But at the end of the day, you have to know what you're in it for. You have to know your why you're doing it. And once you understand why you're doing something, then everything else and anything else that tries to obstruct your view of the vision that you have doesn't even matter anymore. You just neglect it, you ignore it, you don't even talk about it, you don't even bring it up, you just don't care anymore. And it gets to a point where you become so free that you actually tend to flip the script. You actually tend to cherish people that are doing great things and acknowledge them for it. And it'll get to a point where you actually like seeing people win, and you want to help people win in any way, shape, or form, because you knew how it felt when you were down and out and you were comparing yourself. You didn't know if you were going to be able to pull it off or whatnot. And it's funny how the tables turn, but you know, you just have to have a clear vision and a detailed understanding as to why it is and why you do what you do. Because when you tend to get lost in the sauce of social media and you're supposed to be doing this, you're supposed to be doing that, why aren't you doing this? And you tend to build yourself upon what other people tell you who you are, then you'll always be fucked. That's why you have to have a great internal system, a great foundation as to knowing who you are. And that's where a lot of this shit stems from. If you don't know who you are, you'll automatically default to what people tell you who you are. Oh, you're this. Oh, you're that. Oh, you're this. Oh, you're that. Man, fuck what they gotta say. Get in solitude and really understand who it is that you are and who you want to be, and emulate that each and every day to a T, and watch how drastically everything in your life starts to change. When you choose different, you get different. When you think different, you get different outcomes. It's crazy how this shit works, but it genuinely does work. And once you understand like why this shit is what it is, and why, kind of going off the rails a little bit. Let me get back on track, but it's just super important to cherish where you are, cherish where you came from and where you started, and look back 6, 12 months, 2 years, 3 years, and really be like, damn, look how far I've come. Like, I've been able to do X, Y, and Z. Like, I've been able to do such and such and such and such and be such and such and such and such. Like, you have to realize, like, a lot of people weren't even willing to take a risk on themselves to even do the things that you were able to endure. So the fact that you were able to do them and you were able to succeed, like, that deserves a pat on the back to begin with. A lot of people live in fear. They're scared. They let somebody, they're always a victim. Like, be proud of yourself and how far you've been able to come and all the things you've been able to endure, no matter what it is. Be proud of you. That's the video for today. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next one.